Welcome back to another episode. I'm Josh.
This is Tony.
And this is King's Chat. We got a good conversation for you today.
Yes, sir.
Today we're going to talk about some haters.
Or a narrative.
We're going to be talking a little bit about Caitlin Clark and all the conversation around Caitlin Clark and the things that have been said about her recently joining the WNBA.
Yep.
And so, Tony, I thank you for bringing this topic to the table.
Hey, man.
I think this is going to be a good one for the people.
It kind of stuck, as far as in my craw, like, man, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we really talking about? And I'm just fed up to a certain extent with, people create narratives and then running with it.
Okay, let's jump in this thing. Let's jump right in here. So we got a YouTube video that we're going to play where Charles Barkley talks a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today.
Out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes.
All right, so we'll stop that right there.
Okay.
All right, so we got Chuck. He just weighed in. What are you saying about the women being petty? So he's making it sound like the women in the WNBA got something to say.
What women?
About Caitlin coming to the WNBA.
I repeat, what women?
Okay. Like
Who's these people?
who's they, right?
Who are we talking about?
Okay. Look, we're gonna see if that comes out.
Okay.
So here's what LeBron had to say. So LeBron was on Nick Swift's show, and so here he goes.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
Making sure to drive the point home, he said,
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
it's most certainly true. While a handful of rookies have helped pique more interest in the WNBA, you can't deny Clark is leading that excitement. As she continues to take over the WNBA, James hopes the best for her, he said.
I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills.
James has cheered Clark on for a while now and has become one of her fiercest defenders in the process. Clark's rise to stardom hasn't been all it's cracked up to be. With all her fame has come a lot of hate, and we mean a lot. One person shared on X, "Why is everybody talking about Caitlin Clark like she's the next big thing? Girl got famous like 1 week ago, stop hyping that fraud." Even fellow WNBA pros have hinted that Clark would get humbled in her professional career. After saying that, quote, reality is coming, Phoenix
So like
Mercury
they about to
star
give me one,
Diana
Tony?
Taurasi shared on ESPN.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Turns out,
Ooh, should I let it keep going?
Go ahead.
LeBron James has noticed the backlash Clark has received in the past couple of months, and definitely has some things to say about it. Taking to X to defend the newbie, he tweeted, "If you don't rock with Caitlin Clark game, you're just a flat-out hater. Stay far away from them people, please."
All right, that's a good point to stop. Okay, so LeBron saying it,
He's saying what?
Chuck saying it.
Saying what?
There's some haters.
Who?
There's some haters.
I'm like an owl.
He said- And so he's saying it, right? And I'm like, so LeBron.
Like DJ Khaled. They don't want us to win. That's who we talking about. They, them.
I'm trying to figure it out too, but it
Okay.
sounds like there's some haters. You had chick that just spoke on her
Calhoun.
in the WNBA.
They don't want you to win.
There's some people out there that don't.
Who?
I can't name anybody specifically
Oh, okay.
right now.
All right.
But look, LeBron's talking about it. He went through it. He's like, hey, I know what it's like to have been a rookie. People hating on you.
That's fine. Look,
Praying on your downfall.
I'm not denying the impact that Caitlin Clark is having in regards to the eyes, the viewership as far as on the game. Nobody said that that's not true. I just want to know, who are these people that are flat out hating on her because they don't rock with her? Who said that?
You seen the
if you don't
comment,
rock with
right?
Caitlin Clark's game, you're just a flat out hater. Who said they didn't rock with Caitlin Clark?
Well, not necessarily her game, but you saw the comments like where one chick's like, she showed up a week, and
That was somebody on Twitter.
so there's some haters.
Okay, that's Twitter. Are we talking about social media? Are we talking about people as this actually in the WNBA? Who we talking about?
You don't think anybody in the WNBA said anything about her?
Who? You keep asking me this question, but nobody's giving me any name. I feel like a parent talking to a kid that keeps trying to explain something, and then when I ask you something specific, you keep repeating what you just told me. What are you talking about?
What's your girl's name that was talking about when she was in college? She was like, if I had the same freedom as
Lexi
Caitlin.
Brown.
So Lexi Brown, she was like, if I had the same freedom as Caitlin, then, I could have scored this many points while I was in college, right? When I came into the NBA, I scored this many points just like her. And she's making the comparison, right?
Is she providing facts?
She's providing some information, but you can't say that it's facts because she's talking about what ifs. It's like she didn't have the same
What
so-called
Lexi
freedom.
Brown was saying, the freedom that Caitlin Clark had in college is different than a lot of top players, and that's the truth. If you watch the games, if you paid attention, she was able to. She had a green light. She shot whenever she wanted to.
We can say that's the difference in coaching.
Okay, but again, it's still fact. She's not hating by saying that. Oh, I wish I would have had a coach that let me. That's hating. Shoot the ball like that, or if my coach did this and this and that, that's hating. She's just saying, in the system that Caitlin Clark was in, she was given the freedom to shoot whenever she wanted. And if she played, if other players had that same freedom to do so, they might have had similar stats.
So if it ain't hate, can you say it's at least a little jealousy? Had I been able to do the same things, I would have been just as good.
I wouldn't say that's jealousy, because that means that I wanted what you want. That's how I look at jealousy. It's just
She wanted to shoot.
Who said that? Did she say she wanted to shoot?
That's why she making a comparison. Like, I could have been just as good.
No,
Here she is coming to the league and they're praising.
Comparison skill-wise, saying that I have the same type of skill set that since she said it, I've had games where I've made 6, 7, 8 in a row as well.
So here's the question. She's making a comparison. Let's just say it's a competitive comparison.
Okay.
Then why didn't she change the game like Caitlin changed the game?
And how has Caitlin changed the game?
Like she's bringing awareness the way that she is just playing the game.
Do you really want to be honest on why
I
Caitlin
don't-
is changing the game, or why she's getting so much viewership?
Let's talk about it.
But let's play the next clip. We can come back.
We come back. All right, so here we got another ESPN clip. Michael Eaves. This is what he got to say.
Speaking of Caitlin Clark, sports fans, we need to talk real quick. And what I'm about to say comes from a place of love, for real. Some of y'all are really bad at comprehension when it comes to sports talk.
Say it
like, no
again.
matter what is said about your favorite athletes or teams, if you're not receiving it as glowing praise, y'all are quick to call somebody a hater.
Bingo.
Even if that so-called hater was factually correct with everything they said. The latest example is those of y'all lighting up people's mentions and comments talking about how all the vets in the WNBA are hating on Caitlin Clark because some of them had the audacity to say she would likely struggle in her early transition to the league. Well, to set the record straight, here's the W telling y'all how they really feel.
We love Caitlin Clark. There's no. I think she's amazing. I watched every time I possibly could, and our league loves her. This has nothing to do. We're just doing our job.
I think the media needs to give her a little bit of grace and time to develop into a player, and she's learning every game as she's out there, and obviously her impact on this league is going to be tremendous and only grow as she matures. But just give her some time, man.
She's a 22-year-old woman with a lot of pressure.
She's not perfect.
She's not perfect. She's a rookie in this league. Like, Back off.
People don't give her a chance. This is growth. We tell our rookies every single day, this is new. You're coming into a whole nother new world and starting over. So it's the questions are only annoying because it's like, she's young, she's a rookie. Y'all keep asking us these questions as if she's a grown-ass woman that's been in this league for years. Like, no, she's doing her job, we're doing ours. And at the end of the day, that's how we grow, is when we get better and do things like that.
I don't really care who's bringing this or who's bringing the crowds. What I care is that they're there and they're on the eyes and they see how great women's basketball is. That's what I care about. And that's a mic drop. Bye.
Okay, so she said what she said, right? She said what she said.
Somebody actually in the WNBA.
Now, answer this though. How many times do you have people who will go on video, do an interview, and just openly hate on somebody?
In today's age?
Like, I'm talking about professionally. Like, somebody might get on, like, Twitter or Instagram and post something about regular people outside of a rap beef. Let me say that.
I think now, like I said, today's age, all the time. People say what they want to say.
Because, like,
people,
the days, right? The days.
People say what they want to say. And if they want to sneak this or if they want to say something shady, or
I think they do sometimes, but like everybody, like, so like the days that are these invisible people.
But
for
okay,
now.
so if they're not saying it, if you're not actually saying it, then again, where is it coming from?
I mean, like, not going on record saying it, right? Like, but you.
So again, where is it coming from if it's not on record? I mean, anybody could be saying anything. That's the world, Josh. I can't.
Well, it's like this. Who hated on LeBron?
What you mean?
Like, I think it's known now that people hated on
Skip
LeBron.
Bayless. He's an open hater of LeBron. So like you said, people get on TV and actually say how they. He's a known hater of LeBron.
Did LeBron prove him wrong?
Every time. But that ain't stopped Skip from hating.
And so because he was wrong, that's what made him hate. But I also would say too that sometimes haters are right. If they say stuff like,
again,
you trash.
As Michael
They could be
Eaves
right.
so eloquently put it, you have to stop taking criticism or facts about your favorite player so personal that you think
hate.
somebody is actually hating.
I get that too, but I
That's
do
what
want.
it is, Josh. What do you mean?
I
There's
do
nothing
want to
else
say
get.
there has to be somebody saying stuff behind the scenes.
Why? Why does there have to be? Because they said so?
History. Like, so LeBron, he was like, people hated on me, that sort of thing. Like, we know now that it's all played out and he's not a rookie anymore.
Okay, so
and it's come out.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that there probably is somebody hating. I mean,
visibly,
not visibly.
Now, visibly, the media is probably dragging that.
How they're ain't no probably. That's what I'm saying. How they're portraying this narrative, they're making it seem like the WNBA players are showing ungratefulness towards Caitlin Flowers. Charles Barkley said, "Give her
flowers."
Yeah. What does that mean?
Give her some recognition for what she's done.
What has she done in the league?
She's brought viewership to the WNBA.
So how do I give her flowers?
Congratulate her and say, "Hey, we're glad you're here."
Okay. How do you know they haven't done that?
Maybe somebody hasn't. Like, I don't think that they just erroneously saying that she got some haters.
They have us talking about it. They are. This is clickbait. This is the prime example of clickbait. And that's why we're talking about it now. As we said, they posed a situation to make it seem like
what would be the benefit?
Benefit of what?
Like posing clickbait to talk about Caitlin Clark.
It's viewership.
And that sort of, like, she already got viewership up.
Okay, for them. For the people, their networks, TNT, I don't know, whatever podcast LeBron was on.
Right.
They're getting viewership. People clicking on it. Click on that. How many views from that Charles Barkley excerpt? And this is a short. This is not even a full.
You women.
I'm sure if you go to Inside the NBA.
Right, it's got more views. So it's probably somebody.
But regardless of the fact. That's why they're saying what they're saying, because they haven't provided one person in the WNBA that has said, so, y'all women, who is y'all, them, y'all, who are we talking about?
You don't think there's anybody saying, man, I'm sick and tired of hearing about this?
I'm not saying this, but who? You can't, that's just like me getting on TV and blatantly saying, people in Evansville hating on me.
Yeah.
Why? Why am I saying that?
Because like there's certain general phrases that you can say that are right.
But again, why? What reason do I have to say that? Other than to get attention?
Awareness.
Awareness?
Yeah.
So
Like you say,
what is this awareness going to do about people hating them? Is it going to stop it?
well, you hope that it improves the situation, right?
Bro, come on, Josh. Come on.
You know what? The telltale sign will be this. This is who I want to hear from, right? I'll tell you who I want to hear from. I want to hear from Caitlyn.
Hey, thank you.
I want to hear what Caitlyn got to say about
you.
this. If she says, "Yeah, these chicks been out here hating on me," that's the telltale sign right there. I want to hear Caitlyn.
I'll reserve my opinion until she says something. Until she says something, I'm not believing this narrative. Put it that way.
I can go with it and say that there is an element of clickbait, or that the media is trying to shape certain narratives and that sort of thing. But there's also something to be said about like the people who don't go on camera. Like, people do it.
Okay, so part of the reason too that I brought this to you is when I saw some of the video of what was perceived as quote unquote hate, as far as them filing her, setting screens, basically playing super aggressive towards her. Yeah. So then my question is
that competitive spirit or is that hate?
In sports, where is there a line between me trying to get at you for whatever reason?
It's competition. I don't think there is a line, but it's like,
okay,
if you don't normally play defense like that, you play extra aggressive, you're playing to make a point.
You motivated. You got some type of inspiration.
Yeah, but
shame on you
for not playing like that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But regardless of the fact.
But they play like that specifically because of her.
Okay. And my thing is, if they are truly playing like that because of her, if she truly is this
great player,
not great. I want to quote exactly how they. What's the word that they use for her? Generational type talent. Not only is she gonna overcome it, she's gonna become better.
And this
prime example, Detroit Bad Boys.
Yeah,
they help shape and mold the GOAT,
Michael Jordan.
Detroit did everything in their power to try to hurt Michael Jordan on the basketball court.
And you know what that was?
What was it?
Hating.
It was hating.
Hating.
But what did Michael Jordan do to that hate?
He overcame.
And not only he overcame it, it made him into
better.
So again, if she's being hated on, like they say, by y'all, women, whoever, if she's truly a generational talent,
I guess, you know what? I guess it's too early to say people are hating in certain circumstances.
So again,
but old girl who said she's gonna come to the league and she's gonna be humble.
Diana Taurasi.
Like, how long does it take to be humble? How long should she be humble?
And until she can overcome, basically, I ain't gonna say overcome, but until she shows that I prove myself. Because I just showed you the stats. College, she was averaging 32 points. 7 games in the WNBA right now, she's at 15.
And if she was given the green light in college to shoot whenever she wanted to, right? Let's say that narrative's true and stuff, then her going to the WNBA, maybe the lack of points, because she was scoring 32 every game as in college, and now she's scoring around 15. Well, maybe she don't have a green light.
We can look at the number of shots that have been taken.
Like maybe she don't have a green light.
The games I've watched, she's had the green light.
And like, I don't watch. Maybe I should.
She's had the green light. No, that's not been the issue.
Yeah, and so like,
is the issue she's playing against better players? It's as simple as that. As Diana Taurasi said, you're playing now.
I'm sure that's it to some
grown women who've been playing this game longer than you.
Yeah.
Yes, you were great in college. This is the next level.
Is any level of this her meshing with her new team?
It's a lot of that, but again, for people to think that she was going to come in and play the same way that she played, or put up the same stats that she did in college, you crazy.
I expect that after she gets used to the league. I do.
Okay, after it's an adjustment period.
Yeah.
But in that adjustment period, where's this hate coming from? What is the hate? Again,
the hate is saying that she's going to be humble.
Has she not been humbled?
there's an expectation that there's a learning curve. So to say that somebody's being humbled when there's a learning curve, that's a little different.
Okay, LeBron, how did he transition from high school to the NBA?
There was a transition.
But again, there was a transition, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't doing the same stuff he was doing in high school.
Yeah, you learn different tricks and that sort of thing of the trade because people play
And I believe
at a
that
higher level.
Again, that's what Taurasi was saying.
But like scoring half of the points that you scored in college and you're in pros, like that's still impressive.
And LeBron was doing more than half. LeBron, I think, averaged what, like 25 his rookie year?
That's still impressive. So for people,
exactly, that's beyond impressive. But again, I don't remember, was people talking about hating on LeBron?
Yeah.
Okay.
They was hating on him heavy. Like they hated that he came out and saying he was King James.
Okay.
And so like he proved them wrong. He proved them wrong. And I guess that's what makes
and I
them
look
haters.
At it again, like you said, it's if you prove it wrong, then it's hate. But if you don't prove it wrong, why am I hating? I think it was a fact. You just don't like the fact that I said it, so it's considered hate.
And sometimes you don't like the fact that a fact is a fact.
Hey.
And so
at the end of the day,
it's yet to be
the day
seen.
gonna end, in the words of Gloria Hallelujah.
Right? So the day's gonna end.
At the end of the day is gonna end.
I think we can pause on this point.
Yeah.
When we hear from Caitlyn, we'll see if it's true hate or if it's media hype.
Mm-hmm.
For all of y'all listeners, we'd love to hear from y'all too. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram.
Put them in the comment section. What y'all think?
We'll be dropping on YouTube, all that sort of thing. So we'd love to hear from y'all. Until then, stay up. This has been King's Chat.